Hello everyone, welcome to Raga Madhyamavati, the Carnatic Music Gateway. As we celebrate 1 year of Raga Madhyamavati today, let us begin our special episode with an amazing quote by Jim Rohn. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. Discipline is an informal training that we pursue to develop a moral character, which results in producing a specific behavior that characterizes a human being. Though it is informal training that we learn from our parents and elders, it is indeed important to pursue what is being taught or observed. Discipline is a way of life that defines one's personality. A positive personality radiates when the person is disciplined in the way he or she carries themselves, their structured thought process, and the talent of problem solving. Any human being can have goals, but through discipline, the goals get transformed into actions resulting in accomplishments. If goals and accomplishments are two different points on a field, then discipline becomes the line segment connecting the 2 points. As many leaders have stated, discipline is a virtue that is required to push us forward even though we wish to rest. That's an incredible force that can transform any human being to what he wants to achieve, as this virtue demands self-control and sincerity towards what we wish to attain. It is the alarm to indicate what we want. Discipline, along with courage, passion, and integrity, can make any human being look dashing, as maturity and mental health are the current trends. As Vivekananda said, "Arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached." On that note, we begin our 29th episode of the podcast with a beautiful composition of Muthuswami Dikshitar, Dharmasamvardhani, in Raga Madhyamavati, set to Rupaka Tala, which is a tala of 6 beats. This composition is on goddess Dharmasamvardhani of Ayyarappar temple of Thiruvayar in Tamil Nadu. Ayyarappar Swami Temple, also known as Panchanadishwara Temple, is dedicated to Lord Shiva, who is surrounded by 5 rivers, namely Vadavaru, Vettaru, Vennaru, Kudamuruttiyaru, and Kaviriyaru. In this temple, Lord Shiva is represented in the form of a lingam and worshipped as Panchanadishwarar. He is accompanied by his consort, goddess Aramvalartha Nayaki, also named Dharmasamvardhani. This temple is known as Dakshina Kailash, as this place is considered to be associated with Lord's vehicle Nandi. The divine bull of Lord Mahadeva was born and later became a mount for the Lord at this place. According to the tradition of Shiva Siddhanta, Nandi is considered to be the supreme guru for 8 disciples of Nandinada Sampradaya, namely Sanakar, Sanatanar, Sanandanar, Sanat Kumarar, Vyagrapadar, Tirumular, Shiva Yoga Munivar, and Patanjali, who travelled to all the 8 directions to spread the Advaita philosophy. Nandinada Sampradaya is a cult of Shaivism which stresses the importance of Yoga Shastras. This Sampradaya gives a brief description of the broader Nada Sampradaya, which has been established by the 9 Gurus, also referred to as Nadar. The first Guru is named Adinadar, who is considered to be a synonym of Lord Shiva and is the founder of the Nada Sampradaya. The other Nadhas are namely Matsyendranadar, Gorakshanadar, Chauranginadar, Jalandharar, Charpadar, Kanhapar, Nagarjunar, and Bhartrhari. The Nada Sampradaya is one of the evolutionary phases of the Siddha tradition, which dealt with human existence as a psychochemical process through a combination of Indian alchemy, psychological and physical techniques, leading a person to the state of spirituality for attaining the ultimate knowledge. The Nandinada Sampradaya is an ancient Sampradaya that is based on the Siddha Yoga tradition. The spiritual preceptor of this Sampradaya is sage Nandinadar, who sent his 8 disciples to spread the ultimate knowledge across the globe. The first 4 disciples of Maharishi Nandinadar are Sanakar, Sanatanar, Sanandanar, and Sanat Kumarar. Lord Brahma was assigned the task of creation of the universe by the Supreme after imparting the spiritual knowledge and power, and instructed Lord Brahma to start the creation. Lord Brahma, who had no clue, created 4 kids, namely Sanakar, Sanatanar, Sanandanar, and Sanat Kumarar, and assumed that they would go to all 4 worlds to procreate. But to Brahma's disappointment, all the 4 kids disobeyed their father for procreation by becoming sages, as Brahma used only his spiritual powers to create them. These 4 kids represent truth, wisdom, consciousness, and spirituality. Along with 4 kids, Brahma manifested 14 Manus. The 14 Manus are Swayambhu Manu, who is the mind-born son of Lord Brahma. He got married to Shatarupa and had 3 daughters, namely Akriti, Devahuti, and Prasuti. Prasuti got married to Prajapati Daksha, and they had Sati as one of their 7 daughters, who eventually got married to Lord Shiva. The second Manu is Swarochisha Manu, who is the son of Agni. This Manu is responsible for the invention of clothing required for mankind. The third Manu is Uttama Manu, who is the son of Priyavrata, and he had sons, namely Pavana, Yajnahotra and Srinjaya. The fourth Manu is Tapasa Manu, who is the brother of Uttama Manu. In this Manvantara, Lord Narayana took his avatar as Hari, liberating Gajendra. Raivata Manu, this Manu, is the twin of Tapasa Manu. In this Manu, Lord Narayana took his avatar as Vaikunta. Sixth Manu is Chakshusha Manu, and in this Manvantara, Lord Mahavishnu took the avatar as Ajita, being the son of demon Chakshu. During the tenancy of Chakshusha Manvantara, the demigod Chakshu performed yajna to be blessed with a baby girl. He was blessed with Jyotismati, who came from the sacrificial fire. As she grew up to be a beautiful woman, she wanted to get married to the mightiest person on earth. She approached Lord Devendra, who directed her to Vayu. Vayu mentioned that Prithvi is the most powerful person. As she approached Prithvi, she was asked to meet the powerful person Adisesha. Adisesha promised that he would marry her in his next avatar in the Dwapara Yuga as Balarama, who would be the elder brother of Lord Krishna. Jyotismati was born as Revati in the Dwapara Yuga and got married to Balarama. The seventh Manu is Vaivasvata Manu, which is the current Manu, where Lord Vishnu's avatar is Vamana. The seventh Manu is the son of Vishwasan, and Vaivasvata had 10 sons. Some of the prominent ones are Ikshvaku and Ila. Ila is the wife of Buddha. The next Manu is Surya Savarni Manu, who is the son of sun god, born to his second wife Chaya. In this Manu, Lord Narayana's avatar will be Sarvabhauma. The ninth Manu is Daksha Savarni Manu, and in this Manvantara, Lord Narayana will be taking the avatar as Rishabha. The 10th Manu is Brahma Savarni Manu, who is the son of Upsaloka, and Upsaloka is the son of Lord Kartikeya. In this Manvantara, Lord Narayana will be taking his avatar as Vishwaksena. The 11th Manu is Dharma Savarni Manu, and in this Manvantara, Lord Narayana's avatar will be Dharma Setu, and he will be born to Vaidhrita and Aryaka. The 12th Manu is Rudra Savarni Manu, who is the son of Lord Rudra, and in this Manvantara, Lord Mahavishnu will be as Sudhama, who will be born to Satyasaha and Sunrita. The 13th Manu is Deva Savarni Manu, and in this Manvantara, Lord Narayana will be taking his avatar as Yogeshwara, being born to Devahutra and Brihati. The last Manu is Indra Savarni Manu, and in this Manvantara, Lord Mahavishnu's avatar will be Brihat Banu, who will be the son of Satrayana and Vitana. Covering the first 4 disciples of Maharishi Nandinadhar, we will move on to the next 4 disciples who made a significant contribution to the field of Ayurveda and Yoga Shastras. Patanjali is a great sage who was the author of many Sanskrit texts and one of the most prominent in the Yoga Sutras describing the concept and practice of yoga. He is considered to be one of the 18 Siddhas of Tamil Nadu. I would like to recite a shloka expressing gratitude to the great sage Patanjali. Yogena chittasya padena vacha malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarotam pravaram munina patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi. The next disciple is Tirumular, who is a Tamil saint poet and a great devotee of Lord Shiva. He is considered as one of the 63 Nayanas and also among the 18 Siddhas of Tamil Nadu. His main work includes Tirumandiram, which forms a part of Tirumurai. I would like to recite a Tirumandiram on the penultimate knowledge. ஞானத்தின் மிக்க அறநெறி நாட்டில்லை, ஞானத்தின் மிக்க சமயமும் நன்றென்று, ஞானத்தின் மிக்கவை நன்முத்தி நல்காவான், ஞானத்தின் மிக்கார் நரரின் மிக்காரே. The next disciple is Vyagrapada, who is an ancient Maharishi and who had been assigned the task of picking up fresh flowers and offering the same to Lord Nadaraja of Chidambaram. Once, when Vyagrapada got wounded by plucking fresh flowers which were not even touched by honeybees, Lord Shiva, seeing his pathetic condition, granted Vyagrapada the feet of a tiger so that he could move easily to various places, continuing to do his task. He was believed to have been the founder of Vaikam Mahadeva Kshetram in the Kottayam district of Kerala. The last disciple is Shiva Yoga Muni, who is an ancient sage and who had been assigned the task of spreading Shaivism along with other disciples of Maharishi Nandinadhar. He was well versed in the aphorisms of Shiva Sutras, which are the 14 sets of mathematically complicated explanation of Sanskrit alphabets that in depth describes the composition of the cosmos and the origin of the universe. The Ayyarappa temple of Tiruvayar has many inscriptions representing the contribution of the Pandyas, Cholas and Tanjore Maratha kingdom to the place. The temple complex is the largest of all the temples of Tiruvayar, having 4 gopurams. The presiding deity, Panchanadishwarar, is surrounded by 5 rivers So, in Tamil, I means 5, Aru means river, and Appar means Lord, signifying his name as Ayyarappar. This temple has many important Puranic stories associated with it. Once, the priest of the temple could not do his daily worship of Lord as he was away to Kashi. He was upset that he missed out on his daily worship of the Lord due to the same. As he returned to the temple, the people were astonished to see that Lord Shiva himself descended to offer the puja, removing the guilt of the priest. This temple is a place where Appar had got the vision of Mount Kailasha, as he was unable to travel to Mount Kailasha to have the darshan of Lord Shiva. This temple is a place where the divine bull was born to the sage Salanda, and Nandi took up the responsibility of being the vehicle of Lord Mahadeva. The divine bull Nandi got married to Suyasayambikai, and the grand wedding was held at Tirumalapadi Vaidyanatha Kshetram, located at Ariyalur in Tamil Nadu. This event is celebrated as the Saptasthanam festival in Thiruvayaru during April, which includes 7 Shiva temples around the region. As per the Puranas, this festival is celebrated as the wedding of Nandi, who got married to Suyasayambikai on Punarpusa Nakshatra of Panguni Masa. In this festival, the Ayyarappar Utsava Murti is carried in a palanquin along with Nandi and his wife to the temples of Tirukandiyur, Tirupalanam, Tiruvedikudi, Tiruchotratturai, and Tirupundurthi, with a final destination as Thillai Sthalam. This temple of Thiruvayaru, along with temples Mayuranadaswamy Temple in Mailadurai, Mahalingeshwara Kshetram in Thiruvidaimarudur, Shvetaranyeshwara Kshetram in Thiruvenkadu, Chayavaneshwara Kshetram in Chayavanam, and Sri Vanchinatha Kshetram in Sri Vanchiyam are considered equivalent to the city Kashi. As this temple is one among the Padal Petrasthalams, we cannot ignore the great works of Nayanas, who had composed devoted poems on Lord Mahadeva as Thevaram. Thirunavukarasar, also named Appar, was a Tamil saint poet who was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. He was raised as an orphan by his elder sister, and he lived for 80 years. His birth name was Marulnikiyar, but after entering into Shaivism, he was named as Appar by Sambandar, who was also one among the 63 Nayanas. Thirunavukarasar has composed 4,900 hymns on Lord Mahadeva, out of which we have received 313 hymns, which are clubbed together from 4 to 6 volumes of Tirumurai. I would like to recite a stanza of Thevaram by Appar on Panchanadishwarar.
மாதர் பிறை கண்ணியானை மலர் மலையான் மகளோடு பாடி மாதர் பிறை கண்ணியானை மலையான் மகளோடு பாடி போதொடு நீர் சுமந்தேத்தி புகுவார் அவர் புகுவேன் போதொடு நீர் சுமந்தேத்தி புகுவார் அவர் புகுவேன் யாதும் சுவடு படாமல் ஐயாரடைகின்ற போது யாதும் சுவடு படாமல் ஐயாரடைகின்ற போது காதன் மடப்பிடியோடும் களிறு வருவன கண்டேன் காதன் மடப்பிடியோடும் களிறு வருவன கண்டேன் கண்டேன் அவர் திருப்பாதம் கண்டறியாதன கண்டேன் கண்டேன் அவர் திருப்பாதம் கண்டறியாதன கண்டேன்.
Coming to the raga, Madhyamavati is considered to be an auspicious raga. It is a janya of 22nd Melakarta Karahara Priya, and it is an Audava raga having 5 notes on the scale. This raga is a symmetric raga that does not have the swarams Gandhara and Dhaivatam. The scale is
Sare ma pa ni sa sa ni pa ma re sa.
The placement of the swaram is Shadjam, Chaturshruti Rishabam, Shuddha Madhyamam, Panchamam and Kaishiki Nishadam. Let's explore the Kriti.
Ta-na na na ta-ri-na na ta-ri-na na ta-da-ra-la-na ta-da-la-la ta-da-ri-na na-ra ta. Dharmasamvardhani 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 Dharan Maje Dayayama Pahi Pahi Dharmasamvardhani Dhanujasamvardhani Dharan Maje Dayayama पाहि पाहि धर्मसंवर्धनी धनुजसंवर्धिनी धराधरान् मजे गजे दयया मां पाहि पाहि धर्मसंवर्धनी धनुजसंवर्धिनी धराधरान् मजे गजे दयया मां पाहि पाहि धर्मसंवर्धनी निर्मल हृदय निवासिनी नित्यानंद विलासिनी 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 कर्म ज्ञान विदायिनी कांक्षितार्थ प्रदायिनी कर्म ज्ञान विदायिनी कांक्षितार्थ प्रदायिनी धर्मसंवर्धनी निर्मल हृदय निवासिनी नित्यानंद विलासिनी कर्म ज्ञान विदायिनी कांक्षितार्थ प्रदायिनी धर्मसंवर्धनी धनुजसंवर्धिनी धराधरान् मजे गजे दयया मां पाहि पाहि धर्मसंवर्धनी माधव सोदरी सुंदरी मध्यमावती शंकरी माधव सोदरी सुंदरी मध्यमावती शंकरी माधव सोदरी सुंदरी मध्यमावती शंकरी माधुर्यवाग् विजृंभिणी महादेव कुटुंबिनी माधव सोदरी सुंदरी मध्यमावती शंकरी माधुर्यवाग् विजृंभिणी महादेव कुटुंबिनी साधुजन चित्त रंजनी शाश्वत गुरु गुह जननी साधुजन चित्त रंजनी शाश्वत गुरु गुह जननी बोधरूपिणी निरंजनी भुवनेश दुरितभंजनी बोधरूपिणी निरंजनी भुवनेश दुरितभंजनी भञ्जनि पादज विश्वविलासिनि पञ्चनदीषोल्लासिनि पादज विश्वविलासिनि पञ्चनदीषोल्लासिनि वेदशास्त्रविश्वासिनि विधिहरिहरप्रकाशिनि पादज विश्वविलासिनि पञ्चनदीषोल्लासिनि वेदशास्त्रविश्वासिनि विधिहरिहरप्रकाशिनि धर्मसंवर्धनि धनुजसंवर्धिनि धरा मजे गजे दयया मा पाहि पाहि धर्मसंवर्धनि
Let's explore the meaning of the composition. Pallavi Dharmasamvardhani Dhanuja Sammardhini Dhara Dhara Atmaje Aje Dayaya Mam Pahi Pahi. Meaning, I worship and salute Goddess Dharmasamvardhini to pour mercy and who takes care of the Dharma. She, who is the daughter of Parvataraja, Himavan, is the destroyer of the sons of Danu, who are the demons. Anupallavi, Nirmala, Hridaya Nivasini, Nitya Ananda Vilasini, Karma Jnana Vidhayini, Kankshita Artha Pradayini. Meaning, Goddess Aramvalartha Nayaki dwells in the heart of all her devotees and she is the epitome of the ultimate jnana. She, who is the goddess governing the effects of actions and knowledge, blesses her devotees with desired wishes and objects. Charanam Madhava Sodhari Sundari Madhyamavati Shankari Madhurya Vag Vijrambini Mahadeva Kutumbini Sadhujana Chittaranjani Shashvata Guruguha Janani. Meaning, Goddess, who is the sister of Lord Narayana and wife of Lord Shiva, is the most beautiful one and who resides in the mode of speech. Here Madhyamavati dually refers to the mode of speech where the goddess resides, and it also refers to the name of the raga Madhyamavati. Goddess, who pleases the heart of the scholars, is the Shakti required for sweet speech, and she is also the mother of Lord Kartikeya. Bodha Rupini Niranjani Bhuvana Isha Dhurita Banjani Padaja Vishwa Vilasini Panchanadi Shollasini Veda Shastra Vishwasini Vidhi Harihara Prakashini. Meaning, Goddess Dharmasamvardhini, who is an embodiment of eternal knowledge and the flawless one, is the destroyer of evil and the sins of the great kings. She, who creates the prapancha playfully with the dust from her feet, is a consort of Lord Shiva, who resides in this temple as Panchanadishwarar. Goddess, who manifests as Trimurti as Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara, is described and regarded as truthful in the Vedas and Shastras. Such a meaningful composition, isn't it? This Kriti forms a part of Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti compositions of Muthuswami Dikshitar. Dikshitar's compositions are incomparable, and each of them is a masterpiece with poetic imagery and intricate technicalities along with bhakti. As he was an avid Sri Vidya Upasaka, he was an intense devotee of goddess Adi Shakti and composed various compositions on her, describing the nuances and calculations involved in the Sri Yantra. Today's composition explains the nuances of the concept of Devi as Brahma Rupini. This composition gives a glimpse of the entire detailed Saundarya Lahari about the creation of the universe from the dust of her feet. Adi Shankaracharya mentions the same in the second stanza of Saundarya Lahari.
Taniyamsam pamsum tava charana pankirughabhavam virinchi samchinvan virajayate lokana vikalam vakatyenam shauri katamapi sahasrena shirasa harasangshudainam bhajati bhasito dhulana vidim.
Dikshitar also mentions in the Charanam that goddess is admired and worshipped by the Trimurti, Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara in the line Vidhi Harihara Prakashini, which forms the first stanza of Saundarya Lahari. Adi Shankaracharya mentions that goddess is the Shakti or the Moola Prakriti who triggers the creation of the entire Srishti, while Sadashiva as Brahman is still and he only becomes able with the Shakti of the goddess. I would like to recite this beautiful stanza from Saundarya Lahari.
Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shakta Prabhavitum Na Chedevam Devo Na Kalu Kushalaspantitumapi Hadastvamaradya Harihara Virinchadhibirapi Pranantu Stotum Va Kadamakrita Punya Prabhavati.
The Sri Vidya tradition, which makes the worship of Sri Yantra as the basis, considers 12 gods and sages as its guru. The gods and sages are Manu, Kubera, Chandra, Manmata, Lopamudra, Nandisha, Agastya, Surya, Skanda, Vishnu, Durvasa and Maheshwara. Based on the teachings of these gurus, Sri Vidya is also considered as Chandrakala Vidya, which describes the folklore of the lunar digits. Each of the gurus cultivated different schools which describe the significance of the Sri Yantra. Out of them, we have received only 3 schools which survived to this day. One of them is Kadimata, which is Satvika in nature, in which all the mantra starts with Ka, comprising of 5 syllables: Ka, A, I, La, Hrim. This was started by Manmata. The other schools are Hadimata, which is Rajasika in nature, in which all the mantra starts with Ha, composing of 5 syllables: Ha, Sa, Ka, La, Hrim, and was propagated by Lopamudra, who was the wife of sage Agastya. The other school is Sadimata, in which all the mantra starts with Sa, comprising of 5 syllables: Sa, Ka, La, and Hrim. The entire school consists of 15 letters, each representing the 15 digits of mystic calculations of the lunar cycles. These 15 digits represent the 15 digits of the moon in each fortnight, starting from Pratipada, which is the time when the moon comes out of the sun as Ammavasya, and ending as a full moon on the 15th day. This is the Valarpirai calculation, and similarly, this concept applies from the period of the full moon to no moon, which is Theipirai. Kadimata represents the Sattvika worship of the goddess, which insists on the discipline and purity of the yajnas. The gurus of this mata are Shiva, Durvasa, Agastya, and Hayagriva. Kadimata, also considered as Samaya, believes in the oneness of Shiva and Shakti. This school of worship brings out Paravidya, where the worship of Devi is conducted in the place of one's heart. This is internal worship, which is conducted at the extreme levels of Sri Chakra, that is, from Manipura to Sahasra. The point called Sahasra of the Sri Chakra is taken as Bindu, which is the Nada or the Parashakti or the paramount object. This is the point where Maha Tripura Sundari resides, which is beyond the 6 chakras. In the Lalita Sahasranama, the representation of the goddess in the Samaya and also her position in the Manipura of Sri Chakra and her final abode as Tripura Sundari, who resides above all the 6 chakras as Bindu, are beautifully described in the stanzas 37, 38 and 39 of Lalita Sahasranama. I would like to recite these stanzas.
Kulankana kulantasta Kaulini kulayogini Akula samayantasta Samayachara tatpara Mooladharaika nilaya Brahma Grante Vibedini Manipuranta Vishnu Grante Vibedini Ajna Chakrantaralasta Rudra Grante Vibedini Sahasrara Bhujaruda Sudhasara Bhivarshini.
The same positions of the goddess is also described in detail in the 9th stanza of Saundarya Lahari. The stanza is
Mahimooladhare kamapi Manipure hudavagam Sthitam swadhishtane Hridi marutam Akasham upari Manopi bhrumadhye Sakalamapi bitva kulapatam Sahasrare padme Saharahasi patya viharase
The meaning of the shloka is Goddess Parashakti resides on the lotus with 1,000 petals at the Sahasra as Tripura Sundari breaks through all the 6 chakras. The first chakra constitutes the power of earth, which is situated below the micro nerve of the backbone. This chakra is the Moola chakra. The second chakra, which is above the Moola chakra, is the Swadhisthana chakra, which is the ego vicious wheel. The next chakra, which lies opposite to the navel, is the Manipura chakra, and above this chakra lies the Anahata chakra, which is opposite to the heart. The next chakra, which lies opposite to the vocal cord, is Vishuddhi chakra, that depicts the ultimate cleanliness. The chakra in between the eyelids is the Agna chakra, which brings the mind and soul in order. The penultimate chakra is the one that is situated at the bottom of the brain, called Sahasra, which is the Nadam. With the amazing details and beauty of today's composition, we come to the end of the 29th episode. Stay tuned to Ragadri, the Carnatic Music Gateway. This is Jay Shri signing off. Meet you all in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.